Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Jason Michael Goddard. He went missing in 1990 in Clarkston, Washington, 21 years old, 6'2", 170 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. There's a photo of him. He was last seen at his apartment March 5th, this one says. Another one says after that, so I don't know. He was with his roommate. Allegedly, he told his roommate he was leaving and he would be back in 10 minutes, and he was never heard from again. Which really bothers me, because when somebody's with somebody, if they kill them, they always say, oh, they left and went somewhere else. So I don't know. But 2 days later, his car was found at a bus depot in Lewiston, Idaho. No evidence that he purchased a bus ticket, however, and he left all his clothes and belongings behind. His mother lives in California. She hasn't heard from him since 1990. So they believe he was murdered, and before he disappeared, supposedly he robbed the Magic Video store and $1,300 was taken. It says his roommate worked at the store, and his roommate had a key, and they used the key to rob the store. And someplace else said it wasn't his roommate that worked there, it was him that worked here. But here it says that he had gotten his life together and he was working at a place where they have plants and stuff. This says his roommate stated he overheard him arguing with his accomplice on the phone, and he agreed to take responsibility for the burglary if he was permitted to keep the money. But I don't know about that. Supposedly he went out to meet the accomplice and another man who had assisted, so like 3 people, and then supposedly he was taken to a remote area in Idaho, Nez Perce County, Idaho, shot to death and buried in a pre-dug grave. So they didn't plan the burglary well enough not to use the key. And they knew when to take the money, but they're going to plan his murder enough to pre-dig a grave and meet him. And it says, owing to lack of evidence, police have been unable to charge the suspects. He grew up in California. He had a spotty employment history, several run-ins with the law. See, yeah, he had a job at a greenhouse, and he had completed his probation. He was supposed to be turning his life around. But then somebody robbed the Magic Video store for $1,300, and then poof, he's murdered. He disappears, and they're like, oh, I know he's gone, right? And dead. So, and this one says his car was found March 7th, and he was last seen March 9th by his roommate. So I don't know. Something's not right. It's so long. Yeah. But this goes on and on and on about... But you know, people lie, but piles of evidence, nobody. But I don't know. And it looks like there's a lot of... He talks about the case. He flips through the cold cases. Says there's a body of evidence. But I don't know. Because how can you believe somebody? They're not going to tell you that they killed somebody. They're going to say somebody else did it. And they're going to say they're not involved. Whoever kills somebody is not going to say, oh, I did it, right? And this website's just freezing up my computer really bad. So I don't know if my voice might be cutting in and out because it's freezing it up so bad. Can't do this. You can pause it and read it. I don't know. Something about it just don't seem right to me. Anyway, I gotta close this. I gotta close this one. If I can. Come on. Because it's freezing up my whole computer. Alright, so hopefully now, I don't know if that cut my sound in and out. If it did, I'm sorry. But this is where he went missing. Alright, so he's living here. And to the right, you can see there's Idaho, and he's in Washington, and then Oregon's right here. So they could have took him to Oregon, Idaho, or Washington. But I don't believe they're going to be smart enough to pre-dig a grave, because they weren't... who's going to rob a place that somebody works at, whether it's you or your roommate or somebody else, right? And then I found this one is a unidentified male. He was found in 2011, so he went missing in 1990. That's a long time later. That's 1990. That's 11 years after the fact. But it was Boardman, Morrow County, Oregon, unknown, not partial skeletons only. Hopefully the map comes up. It was only 4 hours away. Well, less than 4 hours away, right? It's less than 4 hours away. And it was at a car wash. And that's, to me, that sounds like, I don't know, like somebody hid somebody's body in a car and went to clean their car and try to get the grime out of it. Maybe they decided to sell the car. It doesn't have an age, so it could be anybody. An employee at the Boardman car wash in Boardman, Oregon, discovered 2 pieces of human bone while cleaning out one of the car wash bays at the business. So, partial skeletal parts only. And if they had hid his body in the car and then got rid of the body later and went to clean out the car to sell it, then yeah, they maybe, that's not even 4 hours away. So to me, that one could have been him. And then there's this one, and there's a few of them, but they're so far away. And this one is pretty far away. It's not recognizable, and it doesn't have an age, but it's clear in Clatsop County, Oregon. So I don't know. This one is an individual on the beach found a partial human upper jawbone in the sand. Oh, wow. So, but that's pretty far away too. Because his car's in Idaho. I wonder if they, see, I don't know. That one's less than 4 hours away. Everything else is so much further away. And I don't know how far they would have driven, but see, that's like over 8 hours away. So I don't think so. And I was looking at some other ones, but to me, I don't think they would be smart enough to pre-dig a grave. I really just don't think so. But I don't know. So this one to me seemed like it was more logical, that somebody killed somebody, they might have cut up their body, hid them in their car, and then they went to clean out their car, and then they had some bones left in their car. So, and who knows how long it was there before they went to clean out the car. And I don't know if it's him or not, but the distance makes me think that it could be him because it's closer, I mean, there's a lot of places to hide a body there, so I don't know if they found anybody else, but I don't know. What are your thoughts? But I really don't think they're smart. I just don't think if somebody's going to rob a place where they work at, and I don't know if he worked there or his roommate worked there, but if his roommate was the one that worked there, I would be surprised, very surprised, if his roommate wasn't involved with what happened. But I'm not the police, and the police apparently had a lot of information, talked to a lot of different people, and had a number of witnesses. So apparently they know who robbed with them, they knew who killed him, and all of that stuff. And apparently it's not the roommate, so I don't know. But, and being that he's 6'2", finding a John Doe, because a lot of the John Does are shorter than that, and then you got to find the age and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just don't see them being smart enough to pre-dig a grave. And then if they know that a grave was dug, and they told them that there was a grave that was dug, why didn't they show them where the grave was, I don't understand that. But maybe they did. Maybe they pre-dug a grave and that's where he's at. Maybe he's right out there. But you think with all the rain and everything over the years that they probably wouldn't have dug a grave very deep if they did dig a grave. And with all the rain and the weather and the way things get washed about, even if they put it in plastic bags, they break down over the years, and with the rain and everything, then the body would just be there and somebody would find it. So I don't know, something about it just. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Anyway, this is the one that I thought that was the closest to the ones of the John Does that I looked at, because, like I said, it wasn't that far away. I mean, it's been a lot of years, so this could be the parts of the body for somebody else that's completely, totally different from him. It could be a female. It doesn't even have to be a male, because we don't know the age of this unidentified male. And even if it's a female and they don't know if it's a female or a male, they usually put it under male. So it could be somebody might have killed a woman, a girl or something, and then hid the body in the car, and then later went to clean their car, and so it could be a woman. So we don't know. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's a woman. It was just the closest one that I could find of the parts that they found, and it's possible they haven't found him yet. So anyway, don't forget to pray for his family and his loved ones, because, you know, people make mistakes. People do things, they make mistakes, and so pray for his loved ones, because people aren't perfect. But I just feel like, I don't feel like they would have killed him, premeditated killing him. It seems to me like it would have been like in the heat of the moment, getting into an argument or something like that. I don't know, but maybe they did, because that's what they're saying. So I'm rambling on and on now. So please feel free to leave comments and let me know if you know anything. And if you do know something that's never been reported to the police, contact the police. Let them know. Maybe it's that missing piece of the puzzle that they need. And if they were going to bury a body and hide a body, wouldn't it be like somewhere that they hung out? Maybe they went to Kagers or something like that, or near a place, something that they knew of that they could drive to. It just seems like somebody would know, and it would have washed up by now, but who knows. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.